Ms. Carrie Tan? Not here. Mr. Seah Kian Peng? Mr. Seah, please take both your cards together.
Yes, Chairman. Mr. Chairman, the conversations on Singapore women's development, this was concluded in September last year, with the government promising concrete proposals in 3 areas. First, more equal workplace opportunities. Second, more caregiver support. And third, increased protection for women. What stood out for me was the engagement of many Singaporeans through these conversations, all 160 of them involving more than 5,700 participants. I know we are all now looking forward to the white paper, which I'm sure will draw from these conversations. Can Minister share about some of the initiatives which might be in the white paper? Can the Minister also share some data and statistics on the size and the type of problems that Singapore women face? Even as the government puts in place new policies and laws, I would also like to ask if there are specific areas of improvements we must bear in mind in relating to our mindsets and attitudes. For example, in the light of the recent attention on sexual misconduct towards women, I note that most institutes of higher learning now, they have compulsory respect and consent courses. But shifting mindsets must not just be within a section of society, but it must involve everyone. Second, this bias is not just a matter of serious misconduct, but of everyday behavior. Interruptions, patronizing explanations, and unwarranted assumptions of emotional fragility. I think all these are poor companions to our social life. But these are experienced by many women on a daily basis. What can we all do to promote this mindset shift? My next card. All children deserve to grow up in loving families. Last year, Ministry announced that the Adoption of Children Act is being reviewed to better safeguard the welfare of adopted children, and sought the public's feedback on the proposed amendments to the Act. Adoption is certainly a complex process, as even with the best of intentions, there are many minefields to navigate. And the people who are affected, they include the children being adopted, the adoptive parents, adoption agencies, agencies supporting foster parents, the pregnant mother, lawyers, and so on. Some poor behavior must clearly be constrained. For example, any suspicion of marketing children as if they are goods for sale, rather than human beings to be nurtured and loved. Some parents, for example, they are tricked into giving up their flesh and blood to strangers. On the other hand, there are those people who are unfit to be parents, but yet refuse to give consent for their children to be adopted. Whether they have abandoned the child or cannot be found, or have neglected or ill-treated the child, one has to ask if the consent of these adults, who in my view are not fit to be parents, is required. There is a case to be made that such parents have no standing as parents. In any case, can Ministry provide updates on the progress of the review? Can the Minister also provide some background on the state of adoption in Singapore? How many children are waiting to be adopted? What is the profile of adoptive parents and the help rendered to these families by the government? Second, the review of the Act was motivated in part by the need for Singapore to keep pace with international practice. Can the Minister let us know where Singapore lags behind the rest of the world and what can be done in these aspects and how we can do better? Thank you.